he said. I'm still blind. I'm blind and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about all of the crazy things I had to do and deal with as a blind person when I first found out I was blind at 11 years old. Buckle up, people, because this one is gonna be a bumpy ride. So I've had to deal with a lot of insanity as a blind person. I've dealt with a lot of idiots, borderline insane people, lots of doctors who thought they knew what they were talking about, and lots of people who absolutely were not doctors and thought they knew what they were talking about when it came to curing my blindness. So let's get into it. When I was diagnosed, my family wanted to fix my eye disease so badly, which led me to a lot of quack doctors. These doctors were Looney Tunes. One doctor in particular, his name was Bart. This man was crazy. He always tried using ancient Chinese medicine on me. I hated it so much. I had to go in and lay on this table, and he would take his hands on my neck and pull it as far up as it could go, far to the side, as far to every single side, up, down. He pulled my head down to my stomach. It doesn't go there. It does not go there, not easily. It doesn't go there easily, I'll tell you that. It was so painful, and I had to do that once a week. I'm not really sure what made us quit. Maybe my constant, this guy's insane, and I'm not going back. But we did it for my grandpa because he really wanted us to do this because he wanted us to be fixed. But I was like, this isn't working, man. He's psycho. My grandpa did not think so. Bert had this friend, I don't know, let's call her Susan. I don't know what her name was. I don't care to know her name. Honestly, she was a quack too. She wasn't even a doctor. She was just insane. And she tries selling me and my sister, who's also blind, has the same eye disease, this machine for $3,000, okay? $3,000. She tries selling us this electromagnetic pulse machine. It had these little circle pads that you stick onto your back in multiple places. There were cords attached to it leading to the machine. You turn the machine on and it starts pulsing. It's hitting you with some sort of electrical current. Bart here, the crazy man, was insistent that this woman had a sixth sense and that she knew if we used this, we would have sight again.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Just let that soak in. Let me tell you something. If I was talking to thing 1 and thing 2 right now, I would have some things to say. 11-year-old me was a little more passive. I was talking massive crap about them when I left. But when I saw them in person, I didn't. Not that they would listen to me anyway, because they thought they were just so smart. Anyway, back to the point, my grandpa spent $3,000 on that machine. $3,000. Safe to say, I used that maybe one time for my grandpa's sake. I'm pretty sure we threw it away. Those are just a couple examples of some things I went through. Moving on to quack number 3, who was a 99-year-old man who believed that perhaps allergies were the reason that you went blind. He said, I'm gonna take this little bottle of an allergen. I'm gonna put one bottle in your hand. And then he put another bottle in his hand. He's holding a bottle, I'm holding a bottle. My other arm is straight like this, okay? He comes over and he goes multiple times. I don't even know how many times, just doing this. And then he said, this is what's gonna get rid of your allergen completely. So his whole goal was to get rid of the allergen, because that would bring my sight back somehow if allergies were the cause of it. So he does that. Then he takes us to this room where we lay down on this bed, and a woman comes in with an electromagnetic pulse thing, and they massage our backs with it for an hour. Just over and over again. It didn't hurt, but it tickled, and it was not comfortable. I hated it so much. And they just did that for a straight hour. And then after the electromagnetic pulse thingy, we'd come back out to him, and he'd have the allergen in his hand, and I'd have the allergen in my hand, and he'd go, once again, and then poof, allergen gone, he said. I'm still blind. I'm still blind. I don't know where they got these ideas. I don't know who told them this was right. None of this is medical or normal or effective or smart. It was just insane. We got 3 quacks, so I had to deal with 3 quack doctors. Well, 2 quack doctors and some crazy lady who lived alone. Those were some things that I went through. Still blind. Yeah, still blind. Didn't work. So I eventually quit doing all these things. I was telling my parents and my grandparents, like, guys, this is stupid, it's not gonna work. All of these crazy ideas were mostly my grandpa, and I did it because he was really upset about my vision. Why was I that compassionate to my grandpa's feelings? I'm like, I'm the one blind here, why am I being tortured? Good times, good times. I'm gonna tell you about one more little treatment that a doctor tried putting me on. This one was an actual Stargardt's doctor, so you'd think he knows what he's talking about. He gave me vitamin A pills. That might not sound weird to you. The one thing that's going to make my Stargardt's worse is vitamin A. Vitamin A is terrible for Stargardt's. So this man was having me take like 2 gigantic vitamin A pills every single day. And I took that for a couple years, I think. But then I find out that this man doesn't know what he's talking about, and the vitamin A is actually terrible for my eyes. Good for people without Stargardt's, but people with Stargardt's can't have that much vitamin A because it actually makes our eyes worse. None of these people knew what they were doing. Now, granted, one of them was a real doctor. He was just 99, and I think he was a little senile, you know, with the whole allergen thing. The other guy was a Chinese medicine guy who was like, this will work and cure your blindness. I don't think he was a real doctor. And then Susan, she was just a lonely 80-year-old woman in her house scamming people out of $3,000. And then the final doctor was a Stargardt's doctor. He was an actual medical professional, but he failed me. So my vision might be a little better now if he hadn't just given me all that vitamin A. I tried a lot of vitamins, supplements. Nothing works, nothing's curing my vision, and I've dealt with a lot of crazies. So those are just some fun people and things I've had to deal with my eye disease. I hope this was entertaining, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more Blind Girl content.